The Kross Vertex SMG, also known as the Kriss Super V, or the Vector. This was an SMG that was added in the Gage Ninja Pack, and I actually wanted to take a better look at the preview here. If we zoom in, you can see that this gun model is actually quite detailed. Some pretty interesting detail that they put into it. If you take a look on the other side, you can read the text pretty clearly, or at least I can. I don't know how well this translates over in the video, but yeah, it's really nice to see that they stepped up their game when it comes to these in-game models. I mean, if you compare this SMG to, say, one of the older ones, you can really tell there's a big difference. However, this is actually not the Vector that I'm going to be using today. This is the one I'm using, but it looks like a Frankenstein, so I didn't really want to share it. Okay, anyway, let's just take a look at the stats. This particular one has a magazine of 30, total ammo of 120, rate of fire of 1200, damage of 42, accuracy of 4, stability of 22, concealment of 16, and threat of 20. Now, right now I have it modded for full damage, and as you can see, I have a lot of mods on it that are affecting the stats. It deviates quite a bit from the base gun. Of course, this 2 here comes from Fast and Furious in the perk decks. Let's take a look at the available mods. You can have one of the many barrel extensions. Right now I have the Funnel of Fun nozzle. 2 of the unique barrel extensions to the Vector are the Precision Barrel and the HPS Suppressor. You can have a custom single fire or auto fire mod. I have auto fire. One of the gadgets, I have the laser. One of the many sights, and one of the many assault rifle stocks. Right now I have the 2-piece stock. Now, like I said, this is a Vector that is modded fully for damage, so I am not skimping out on anything else. However, you could go for a more balanced setup. This is one of those, and you can take a look at the stats here. I don't actually remember how I modded it. I have a porting compensator, laser, and the 2-piece stock again. So you could have something that's a little bit more balanced, but I decided to opt for something that has full damage, and this gun in particular is really reminiscent of the Jackets piece. You know, really good damage, bad accuracy, and decent stability. However, one thing to take away from this gun that I think was actually pretty interesting is that it is probably one of the worst SMGs for concealment. Now, for whatever reason, you know, this SMG was added in the Ninja Pack. You would think ninjas, you know, high concealment, really sneaky, right? Well, this gun is none of those things. It's probably one of the worst concealed SMGs, whereas most of them in the base gun actually has already 23-ish concealment, and then you could put a mod or 2 on to give it to 26, maybe higher concealment. But this gun, at its best, can only get to, say, 21, I believe. If we put on the correct stock, this is the only mod, sorry, that increases concealment. Yeah, you can get to 21. So that's a little depressing, but you know, it doesn't really change the functionality of the gun. It just means that, you know, people that use fugitive skills might have a little harder time working with it if they decide to run with a crit or dodge build. But overall, it's a really relatively average SMG. So let's take a look at it in some gameplay. Hello, everybody. Palm fist strike. I will beat up all the cops. Fuck you. Alrighty, the Kross Vertex, or the Vector, you know, because they gotta avoid copyright issues. It's a relatively average SMG, like I mentioned. It's nothing too special, but of course, because it is a secondary, they're not gonna make Overkill's not gonna make a super powerful weapon. And the way I've modded it right now is highly reminiscent of Jackets piece. A lot of damage, really high rate of fire, but practically no accuracy. But still relatively good stability for the type of weapon it is. So there is that going for it. Of course, this is just one way to mod it. As I showed you, there are probably a few ways you can go ahead and mod it to your liking. Another setup that I actually found that I quite enjoy with the Vector is the Silent Killer Professional Grinder setup. So relying a lot on penetration, a really high rate of fire weapon, and just unloading into about just about anything you can shoot into, and getting a whole lot of healing going on. It's a nice setup, and it works fairly well with this weapon. That's a lot of money bags. Or not money bags, jewelry bags. You usually only see like 3. We got 4 this time. Nice! Hit the jackpot! Hello. That's a lot of weight cops. So just because you can mod this weapon to be a bit more balanced in the stats, I would actually recommend against that. I don't know. For me, I prefer my SMGs to be really hard-hitting close-quarters weapons, good at spraying into crowds, good at dealing with a lot of stuff that's up close and personal in my face. I like designating the more balanced weapons. You know, they have good accuracy, good stability. They're not going straight for damage. I like to leave those to my assault rifles because those generally do better than the SMGs in every aspect anyway. You know, they have the ability to take care of snipers with their accuracy. They have a lot more stability, so you can have sustained fire without really bouncing all over the place. Really easy to aim. And they overall have a lot more damage as well. So I like having this modded in this way. Same as I did with my jackets piece. Boop. Oh, that's a cloaker! That scared me. I was just sitting here fisting windows and such. Hello. I do enjoy that this weapon has a fairly fast reload. A lot of the characteristics of this weapon just scream fast. You know, fast reload, really high rate of fire. Overall, a fast-paced weapon. However, because it doesn't have any extended mag and it has 120 rounds, you do have to be careful about your ammo. You know, you're gonna run out of ammo in your magazine really fast, and I mean really fucking fast. And 120 rounds, while it may sound like a lot for some SMGs, it is not a lot for this. Same with the jackets piece. If you're not careful, you're gonna run out really fast. That high rate of fire, though, really nice for taking out a lot of units really fast. Oh, it's open. Oh, hey, this one's open. Nice. I hear a taser somewhere. I don't want to deal with it. Boop. Oh, I'm dead. Of course, like most weapons, this is a very nice weapon to have when in Swan Song. But then you gotta ask yourself, what isn't a good weapon for Swan Song? Well, there are explosives, the bows, snipers. Well, I guess there are a lot of weapons that aren't very preferable to have in Swan Song, but still, it's a very nice weapon to have. God, please no. I have no idea what's happening. Hiya! One of the biggest problems with Ukrainian job is how much stuff can just get stuck in these little alleyways. And then you have no idea what's going on, simply because they have like one smoke grenade. It is really hard to aim this thing when you're on the ground. I'm trying to hit that cloaker. There we go, got him. Help me, Wick! Help me, please! Oh, God. Heaven help us all. Uh-oh. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, we should probably run away when we can, huh? That would be a good idea. There really isn't too much to say about this SMG. SMGs are fairly average in this game, and this one's no different. While it may have some niche setups that you can use it with that make it stand out, overall it's going to be a fairly average weapon. Good for anybody that doesn't have skills for other weapons, so you don't have any pistol skills, you don't have shotgun skills. Very good secondary in that respect. A nice backup if you'd like to run explosives or a dozer killer Thanatos or some other stuff like that. Okay. Oh, okay, he's going. I shall take bag. Okay. Coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. And there you have it. Although it is the Vector though, so a lot of people do like that weapon. Very unique SMG. I do quite enjoy it myself. All futuristic looking and everything. I like all these new modern, really unique weapons they've been adding. It's nice. I don't know what the heck he's talking about. Maybe it's a bug. Don't know. Grinder still has a long way of being perfected and fixed. Like there's that one bug where if you get tased and you're dead, you'll actually come back with a little bit of life, and then with Grinder you can actually revive yourself sometimes. And well, I'm sure Overkill will fix these things in the future.